We are, and already seeing a lot of very targeted picks there. They highlighted the Akali because, of course, it has been how Geo beat KC twice in a row, back-to-back. So, you're also seeing things like Vizichachi's Gangplank taken away. After the last couple of weeks, it's also been given a lot of respect. Geo's side, they're getting a lot of the big prios picks, like the Jhin, rather the Jinx, the Zeri, and the Ryze. So now it's BDSA going to have to probably take the Aphelios.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. I will say for what it is, Crown Shot, I find hasn't looked amazing on the Jinx, like overall. Like, he's been kind of 50-50 within the games they've lost, but I wouldn't say a lot of it isn't necessarily attributed to him, but instead they'll pick up the signature Lee Sin pick for Xia.
It is something we see a lot for this jungler. Even though in the early game I definitely had questions about how he's able to have this impact in the team fights. I said it yesterday, there's very few who are able to clutch kick the way Shio does. That's why Robbie got that nickname for him earlier on.
Shio.
That's exactly. So that's a big priority pick for them clearly, as another early game jungler goes in on the other side here. When you think about the Ryze being taken away, at this point, you got to imagine we're going to start seeing bot laners secured. Maybe not the Janna, but some kind of support, combination here. Maybe you go for a mid laner if you want to secure yourself a strong mid jungle duo, but instead it's going to be the Leona. And I like this a lot better than pairing it with the Thresh, because we keep talking about how you need dive buddies, Volibear especially, and Leona's perfect.
You need somebody who you can hold pinkies with, right? When you pop inside the tower. And what better way to do that than hold pinkies with Leona? I wish I could do that. On the other end, though, we do see the hover still from Shio, but taking the TK, I find it makes a lot more sense, especially when you're up against so much dive, and you will likely be stuck with what is the immobile AD carry of the Aphelios.
Right, there's a lot of safety there with the Devour, and of course you do have some engage of your own as well, so for when they want to be going for these plays. We see a lot of different hovers, but I think it's the Aphelios we're going to see locked in, and then GamersOrigin are probably going to get their AD carry too. I think the Jhin is probably what makes the most sense considering it's what's left and what we've seen from Smiley, and after that I'm expecting you're just going to see bans come through for the solo lanes.
Yeah, exactly that, right? And we know solo lanes on both these sides definitely have been one of the biggest ways that they've been able to dominate their opponents. As this, I find, isn't necessarily a big surprise, but you know, one that I was expecting, considering Smiley's Jhin is just so good.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the Ezreal is also an option. You are going to have some range, some poke as a result. But I think also you might want to, or we're going to see if they get something like the Jace on their side. Usually we see Jace banned away on the red side because it's so strong blind. But maybe instead they want to target things like the LeBlanc. I bet they'll target the Ahri just because of how good Chico was yesterday. And then maybe look to grab the Jace for themselves on 4.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Now, Vizichachi's Jace has been fine, right? On the other end, and Aggressive, who's also pretty solid across the board. I'm thinking with the way things are shaping up, right, we'll probably see it on the top lane ban. Probably BDSA will take it away, either just the Ornn or maybe something like the Poppy, right? Just so Vizichachi can't blind that again, because realistically could take that into any matchup possible. As we see a couple more hovers come in, that's a TF ban as well.
All right, and I do like the Vizichachi shout out with the Poppy. It is he showed yesterday with Hullbreaker. It is actually really gross to deal with there, so it could be something BDSA could look to take away. But instead, it is going to be the Gwen, something Vizichachi has also popped off on, and something that is just more broken. So getting it out of there makes a whole lot of sense. You got a lot of strong mid picks available here for both of these teams. Syndra, Ahri are still up, and we'll see which one they want to go for here. I think at that point, GamersOrigin are probably going to pick the... No, you're not going to do Jinmin again. Stop that. No. I'm getting flashbacks.
That was a...
Corky's fine. Corky's fine.
Oh my god. Dude, the way we had heart attacks again.
No, man, not again.
This is... Because it was the Volibear again, it was the Leona again.
No.
Okay, look, we can say that was the worst game we've seen out of just the entire split so far.
It's okay.
And
that's not this
it won't happen again. Yeah, it's not here. But there's the Ahri. Look, Ahri, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, this is kind of what we expected. I'm pretty sure GamersOrigin ran the Corki as well yesterday too in their matchup against Barrage. Ronaldo ended up doing quite well, but it is weak early on, and that's why you're going to be very susceptible to the push and the trading that is going to come through from the Ahri. Shiko played really well yesterday, even outside the laning phase. In the late game where this champion can struggle, he found plays. Spirit rushing over the wall, trying to get CC onto 80 carries, and that's what he's looking to do again.
Exactly that, yeah. As speaking of rushing, there we go. We bring out another Rusher like Aggressive. Okay, he's breaking out the cannon once more. Wants to make sure he can get into the Penta first, perhaps, before him on that. Which I want to say his first one was against Geo in that first week.
It was the I can't remember who they were playing, but it was the first game of the. It was on the first day of the split, so it'd be kind of crazy if it happened again on the last day of the split. There, Shio was also playing the Lee Sin, which helped set it up. So now, though, seeing Vizichachi go for the Jace, you do have that a lot of poke actually, just because of the fact that, well, I mean, you got Corki, you have this Ezreal, you have this Jace, so it is going to be about a lot of zone control. Of course, the all-in potential will certainly be there, and if GamersOrigin with this draft get themselves to this point where they are online, they are able to do damage, they can do a lot of work if they get to these neutral objectives first, because having to walk into them is so difficult. I think that's why you see BDSA grab themselves that cannon.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Last game of the regular season, and BDSA are starting it off hot. Shio's there. There's the flash to slow down for Vizichachi, and he's pincered. Bye-bye.
There it is. Already a strong early game pick for Shiko. He's going to be able to back and come back with some extra gold from that first blood. He's also using KDA skin, which is A-OK in my book. Shout out to Shiko for that one.
Indeed, my friend. It's quite nice on Shiko, just to continue we're talking about how, you know, we want to see a bit more presence from him. We want to see him gank a lot early on. And if we are to set up this pentakill narrative, right, for Aggressivu, it has to start here.
It does. And right now, you're going to see kind of how this one came through. Oh, it was not a blind Q. It was just well played, especially from Erdote, who you're not expecting to be on the top side of the map. No. So it is a really nice punish there. Erdote commits the flash to make it happen. And you skipped it over to Shiko, mid laner. He's going to come back to lane with that Doran's Ring. So it's going to make this, it's going to make the trading even more effective here into Ronaldo, who's honestly really just going to struggle, get pushed in early, probably get zoned off a good amount of CS here. And that's why, like I was expecting, we're seeing both junglers path towards the top side, trying to play for these top laners. Both can be very big damage threats and carry threats later into the game. Because of that, getting this early lead and allowing Shiko to be able to easily shove these waves means he's going to be able to roam a lot easier than Ronaldo.
Because I've been thinking a lot about interaction as well between Shiko and Ronaldo as well. It's now, as you know, I am a avid Corki fanatic. I do enjoy playing it. I will save my fangirling for a couple of seconds as we have players across the entire map. Erdote stays alive with a sliver of health, and on the other end, Vizichachi dies. Wow.
Yeah, and this is what we were expecting. I mean, you are going for the full clear if you're Kareem, but the problem is you got to expect the 3 camp from the Lee Sin. This is actually a 2 camp. He's a 9 CS. And then he goes in for this play, sets up Aggressivu really, really well. Now he gets to back, teleport, and come back to his lane.
Not the 2 camp, man. How you
the 2 camp.
Bro, I don't think I see the 2 camp, like, just
you don't see it on Lee Sin a lot, no.
No, not on Lee Sin. I think I see it in collegiate and NA, more often than not. But never in a professional league, which is amazing to me. But, see, because of that, he's getting punished, right? Yeah. GKT moves in. I believe we actually managed to take away his Gromp as well, but early Volibear. You can try to fight, but
he flashed.
He's in a 2v1. The flash is already gone. He can't go over. He used it too early. Oh, Cream KT. The shield. He's fine. It comes down in the final hour, but the stun.
It was gifting the kill over to Aggressivu. So it's a really nice play there from BDS. I think this is what I'm talking about. Going for that invade is dangerous. I mean, your top lane probably doesn't get first move, and your mid lane certainly doesn't. So that was a bit risky there for Kareem. He gets the Gromp, but it costs him his flash, costs him his life, and it gives Aggressivu double buffs, which has just got to be the worst feeling for Vizichachi. And now he's going to take these Krugs, and Vizichachi, who's running out of mana, who has no teleport, is in a lot of trouble because Aggressivu is going to look to stack this wave. And he has the ability to do so here, and they're just going to dive him.
I mean, Shio is on a ward, so
they don't know. They don't see him.
They're not yet. They don't. But the question is now, as he moves in, he misses that Q. Will be able to stack the stun fast enough. Yeah, and he gets out of clutch.
The thing is, he's just going to help him shove this wave because this is one of those. Hey, listen, Chachi, I'm sorry, but you're either sacking this wave or you're sacking your life.
It is a lose-lose situation because he either loses the wave, loses, his
life and the wave.
Or his well, I was going to say, you know what? It's a lose-lose-lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he loses his life, the wave, and also the plates on his tower.
Yeah, so what he's doing here is he's limiting it to just a lose-lose, and that is really unfortunate. You do lose out, and you do get some of the wave because, of course,
Nice charm. See, that's the interaction I was thinking about. As I can't say it again. As there we go, we move down. Nice dive bot side to get crown shot.
Full engine wave. Oh yeah, see you, buddy.
Yep. The fact that Shio was here,
they can keep looking.
They get the stun. They get
my God, you're kidding me.
That's the ignite. Ain't no way,
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, maybe the turnaround. Shio, one Murado, the shield, the
you gave me the
safeguard,
triumph.
the outplay.
He can't stop winning.
Get those. No way. Qu'est-ce que c'est, BDSA?
You know what that is? That's ice. Shio iced up. I've been dragging him all split, saying, "Where's the early game, Shio? Where's the Lee Sin, Shio?" And he finally showed it to us. The last day of the split.
I want to hear you say, but it's the reason why I call it. What do I call it, BJ? Say it for the masses.
Hold on. Before that, we gotta talk about the replay here. I mean, this is a good dive, and it's a good thing too because that Shio shows up. He recalls a little later than maybe his bot lane was hoping for, but he recalls because he knows spending too much time top opens up this bottom lane play. So he shows up just in time. And of course, flashes, gets Smiley to flash, and with the tiny bit of HP, safeguards to secure the kill, and Triumph. Sometimes Triumph just feels like the best rune ever.
I just want to say that actually Erdote played that so well as well, considering he got those stacks of the feast and also got the lick as well on him twice. So managed to stun him.
Oh my God, that damage!
Stuns, Engine Wave is dead. There is Shiko. The charm is not up yet, also very low on mana, but they're being stuffed down, choked out, and the chokehold is only getting tighter.
This is unreal. 5-0 at 6 minutes on this Lee Sin. BDSA are smashing this early game, and this is what I'm talking about, and this is what we mean when we talk about prio mids. And how Ronaldo, yeah, you can pick the scaling pick, you can pick the Corki, but it's into this Ahri. It is difficult because you will not have an impact in these skirmishes in the early game because GamersOrigin fight off more than they can chew, considering that now it's BDSA who are just going to constantly continue to push the pace here and just snowball because already this lead is about 3,000. Of course, a lot of it is on Shio, but a kill went over to Aggressivu, a kill's gone over to Shiko. You're getting gold in a lot of great places, and even though Crownshot doesn't have a kill, he got 2 turret plates spot. Everything is going for BDSA.
And this right here is such a different look for BDSA as well, considering the way they drafted this mid-jungle combination. We don't often see them actually draft with the prio in their lanes, right? They're very fine, like turtling back a little bit, playing very safe early game, and playing the very reactive style because they're really good at punishing their opponents. But as time has gone on, opponents have made a lot less mistakes. And as the level of competition continues, BDSA simply were not able to find their windows. Before now, its proactivity is very welcome, and I am keenly surprised and excited to see it. Aggressivu doesn't even get the slow on him.
Oh, wow, just barely. Aggressivu holds on to his splash, which means he's honestly in a pretty okay spot. Vizichachi might be able to threaten the freeze, though, which means Aggressivu is going to have to go do something about that soon. He has his mid laner and his jungler moving up, though. I mean, they can go ahead and do this Rift Herald, which is going to give all the confidence over to Aggressivu to walk up, to continue to pressure Vizichachi and allow him to actually get that wave shoved in. And oh my God, Chico's just here now. He could help set up for a dive if they want to, because they could use the Slicing Maelstrom into the charm. Chico has that Spirit Rush.
Good indeed. They're looking to move in. Their wave isn't in their favor. Charm doesn't land as he's taking a bunch of tower shots. Slicing Maelstrom isn't in range. Oh, that was not okay. I feel like Chico went a little bit too early.
No, I think Aggressivu had to flash there. Oh, wait a minute.
Speaking of flashing, there we go. That's one gone.
Chill. Well, really nice play. Oh, you're kidding me.
The stun.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Slam.
Got him. Aggressivu does have a TP, to be fair. Oh, wait a minute. Shio about to get kill 6?
Yes, he is. Kill 6 at level 6 at minute 9. He misses the Q. And he gets the smite off.
No, but there's no wave.
And that's
he flashes.
He gets the flash out of it. He's just too scary, man.
He is? Dude, 5-0. He has Gore Drinker. He's had it for like 9 minutes. At 9 minutes, he has the Gore Drinker, which is insane right now. And overall, BDSA, everything's been going their way in this early game. And it's so difficult because now you see them rotating their laners really well, too. As Shiko moves top, they have Crown Shot and Erdote go mid. And, of course, Shiko on respawn goes back to the bot lane. And nothing is really lost for it here. Ronaldo is up maybe 7 CS. That's going to be collected by Shiko in the mid lane as well.
Yeah.
So GamersOrigin are in a really tough spot because a lot of their early, well, what few early game tools they have haven't been working. Oh, almost.
A little bit early on the grab at some, but it doesn't really matter.
They
He
got
couldn't
him.
even save that, honestly. It didn't matter.
That's definitely a hindsight thing. In the moment, he's like, oh, I missed. He's like, oh, wait, I guess it doesn't matter. Because they end up taking Smiley out of the picture. And now Crownshot has some kills under his name.
I mean, he's no Flash. Well, he has exhaust, but it wouldn't have been a difference, I guess.
No, it wouldn't have. I think he just accepted that he was dead in that one. See, he had both summoners. He didn't want to bother using them. And this is going to give priority over the Drake here for BDSA. And, of course, everything in this early game is going to be going over to BDSA. Shio still has the Rift Herald, could very easily drop this bond side and go ahead and just unlock Crownshot there, who's going to get the remaining plates on this turret. They might not even need the Herald, actually. He's so strong, he can just take them.
Yeah, they definitely do not. And I'm hoping they do wait to actually drop it just to make sure they can get the charge on the tier 2. And yeah, they'll do exactly that. Crownshot is barely out of range to give his solo turret gold. He has to focus his tower though, but Ardote and Shio are right by him as both members of the Geo bot lane move. Speaking of which, Clean KT yet again trying to aggress upon aggressive Wood. He lands the stun. Like the Maelstrom is up if he needs to use it.
Team's here.
He has support.
Right, and the Rift Herald, I like this. Dropping it somewhere else. Crownshot has pretty much got this bot tower under control, so it's just going to be Shio getting more gold for himself here.
Okay, there we go. He's not able to land the ultimate. But the flash for Geo.
Right, oh man, that's 2 tower shots for Enjaway, and look who is on their way down, Shio and Urzote. Surely this is a double.
Yeah, this most definitely should be. They need to land some CC. Speaking of which, Enjaway lands a pretty nice solar flare, tries to go in, maybe just chunk down Crownshot. But he's a Leona.
Yeah, not a whole lot else can be done about that one. It is only 1 kill. But you're just giving more to this 80 carry who's going to keep you going through this game here. And this lead's jumped up to 4K. Yep. BDSA, team where usually a lot of their wins come from making the comebacks in the late game, are just smashing the first bits of this game. The last game of the split, they want to fight for 3rd place, or 2nd place actually.
Yeah, they do, because considering, as this point right now with Vitality losing, they are prepared to take their spot in, you know, in 3rd place, right? Which does mean that they get to pick their opponent, which is nice.
Yes.
Going into playoffs, which is starting next week, 12 p.m. Eastern, right here on Northern Arena.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, next Wednesday, y'all make sure to tune into that. I'll be there. Beatdown will be there.
That's
hopefully
true.
You'll be there as well.
That's right, you, the audience.
Exactly. Bro, me and the eyes are the same wavelength, man. It's like just with the predictions that we've actually been going at it. Speaking of which,
be careful, chat. You want to be on the same wavelength as Ravi? You got to think about that one.
all right, I'll move past that. As Enjaway's trying to move past this one, get stunned. Everfrost CC chain.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
This is just unreal. Just domination, a massacre coming out from BDSA right now. And GamersOrigin, they are no LDLC, but this game isn't necessarily over yet. When you think about the range and poke that they have going for them here, they still have. So this is a similar situation to LDLC in the previous game. You have a lot of champions really spike at the 2-item mark, and 1 early game jungler who's trying to help set it up with his support. So far, it hasn't panned out as GamersOrigin have been hoping, because you don't have many options in this early game to do anything. And now that you're so far behind, those spikes that I'm talking about are so delayed that BDSA will probably never lose control of this game unless GamersOrigin make a play with the Corki package, unless GamersOrigin overcommit to a side lane and try to pick up some large shutdown here, some extra bit of gold that will get them a turret.
Yeah.
And that's really the best chance they have.
Because the difference you saw, at least there was one bright point in that game, you know, in the last game against Vitality. At least they had Jin doing well. Speaking of doing well, there we go. That's the dive onto one. Crownshot is dead. And that's a shutdown gifted over to Ronaldo.
There you go.
Zote comes at the last second.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what I'm looking for here. Kareem and Enjaway making sure they can get the lockdown, and getting the shutdown gold on Corki, perfect. There could not be a better target right now on GamersOrigin to start stacking gold onto. And now, as you get to accelerate this Corki and scale up a little bit more, you can continue making some plays like that. It's your way back into this game. It's tough, though, because when a play like that works, of course, BDSA will be a little bit more on the defensive. And plus, this doesn't mean that BDSA don't have any options for these next few minutes. They're going to get this Rift Herald uncontested, of course. They're going to be able to reset and go for this Dragon, maybe uncontested. I think GamersOrigin should let that go because it's only the second Drake, and you're not in a position to really fight anybody.
No.
No.
They simply can't because they have to watch this happen to them. I was going to say, I was hoping that Vizicachi at least gets maybe a free lane to farm up, right? Get to 2 items, get his Murder Mana, but no. Aggressive continues to match him, continues to bully him. To be fair, Vizicachi is ahead in farm, but him being there is more than enough, right? Hey, watching you. I can't fight you, but I'm watching you.
I mean, to be fair, oh, hold on a second. Crown shot?
Yeah, he gets locked down once again. He just will not stop bullying him.
Oh my god, the damage!
Wow. And they also stopped the Rift Herald as well. Maybe no, they just can't even do that, man. Because their Dote's there alongside Shio, with Shiko moving up as well. Speaking of which, that's kill onto 1. And there's the second. You take 1 of ours, we take 2 of yours.
Yeah, that's right. So it's actually not priority on this Drake at all. It's BDSA using this Herald to just all in on top, take that turret down as well, and hope that they can get the second charge. They won't, but like you said, it is a 2-for-1 special. Because Kareem was also in the top side and still respawning, Shio gets the recall, spend even more gold, walk his way down to Dragon number 2. BDSA will continue to stack.
At this point, Shio just might as well just build just pure damage, considering how much he's already doing so far. Like, bring out just forget Gourd Drinker, not Duskblade. What's the other one?
Eclipse.
No, not even Eclipse. The third one.
Prowler's Claw.
Prowler's Claw. Yeah, bring that one out.
No. I don't think he should do that because one, the stats are bad. 2, the active is really bad on Jace.
Yes.
But I like the thought process. If it was so pre-nerf, Prowler's Claw, stat-wise, it might have been worth.
Yeah, maybe so, but that's also why Bears is out of the meta. But
yeah,
speaking of things right now, you see, there's a dive onto 1 more, but there you go. Tomcat's quite good. The shield pops out.
Oh my god!
That's another kill for Shio.
Where did he go?
Magic tricks, my friend. They're abundant in this game of BDSA and Geo.
And now for their next trick. They're going to make the second dragon disappear as BDSA will be halfway to the Dragon Soul in this game. Lordy Lord, what dominance from BDSA. We've seen him look a little shaky from time to time, but oh no.
The Q bounce back, not going to have enough damage, and her Delta not there enough for the time to tank
goodbye.
Up. Nice. Oh, that's a second shutdown Ronaldo to actually gotten. Should be able to get this against Erdote. He has to pop those great health sometimes, and I would recommend now. Oh, wait, they didn't wait for the pop over, and that's to go over to Enjoy.
They said, hey guys, give me kill, please. I need some gold. I'm far behind. That's what happened there.
He's 1-6.
Hey, they're very kind, exactly. Yeah. He was 0-6, so they're like, you know what, Enjoy?
You're right.
You're welcome. That's what they said.
What kind teammates, you know? If I want anyone to get 300 gold, it's my supports. Exactly.
You and Medic would get along.
Oh, 100%. Because look, firstly, we're both tall and we both have tons of hair.
Wow.
All the similarities between
my words have failed me.
Yes, they often do. But for now, I think some words that won't fail you will be the BDSA. Extremely far ahead. I think what they should be looking towards is just trying to get some tier 2s and make sure that Geo have to make very tough decisions when it comes down to fighting for Soul.
Yeah, at least they have 3 minutes 40 seconds before they get put in that situation. Yeah. So, like the play we saw before top lane, they're going to have to be able to make some kind of side lane play. No, I said Geo.
I believe they heard you wrong, man, but it won't matter. And right there we go. Won't even need the stun. And Crown Shot will come and pick that one up. Yo, I was gonna ask you some beatdown, but I gotta wait until BDSA is done trying to win the game. There we go. All right.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's your question?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like, yeah, I know you mentioned that Geo have to make these side lane plays, but just the fact that how BDSA is roaming all across the entire map, can they realistically even split to create some pressure point, or do these have to group?
So the thing is, it is about grouping in the side lane because you have to overcommit when you're in these situations where it's okay, we got to send like 4 people top lane and pray we get somebody, commit the flashes, commit the ultimates, and pick up some of these shutdowns here. And I think because Shio has a pretty thick one, and Ronaldo has been stacking up these shutdowns, it is probably GamersOrigin's best chance. They did it earlier and got Ronaldo's first shutdown onto Crown Shot. They actually spent they visited top a couple times to take out Crown Shot, which is a big deal. Because of that,
I was going to hold my breath.
Oh, well.
All right, there's the save, spits him out, gets the shield, and they're all fine. Moonlight Vigil pops out, though. Doesn't do much damage.
It does enough to dissuade. Oh, but Ronaldo does have the package.
Yeah.
But the thing I was talking about before, too, where Gio, look, 6K behind. You're getting close to those crucial spikes we're talking about. 2 items. That is the magic number for champs. Like the Jace, like the Corki, like the Ezreal. Yeah, sure, LeBlanc. The Vizicachi, though, even though 2 is really good, 3 is probably nice because when you get that, what is it? Cyrildas. When you get the Cyrildas, that's when you really start chunking people. But I think 2 is fine, where Gio will be feeling quite good about their strength, and that will allow them to be able to really start to try and fight for pressure over these objectives. Because they can get into a point where they try to start Baron, they try to poke out BDSA, who will try to check them for it. Because Ronaldo and Smiley are starting to get up there. There you go. The Muramanas are complete for both of them. So the Mystic Shots, those rockets, they're going to hurt.
Yeah, because as of right now, so far, things haven't exactly been fruitful, and we haven't really seen Smiley be a part of these fights either, because it seems as though by the time he gets there, everything's kind of already over. Yet again, it's like he's a dude who's late to the party every single time.
I'll tell you what, he's been a part of a lot of fights. I think the problem is it's against his will. It's the fights where BDSA are like, hey, Smiley, how you doing? Come here.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Yeah, and then that's a bit of a problem.
Fights that he wants to be at, right?
Yeah, okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. I think you're right. He definitely needs to be involved in some fights he wants to be in. And at 2 items and change, I think there are more fights that he would like to be in. This dragon, apparently, is not one of them. Because, I mean, you're at a point where objective bounties are up. You're not trying to fight. You're just trying to take some of these outer turrets with some easy standing gold on the map. The thing is, BDSA know that too. So, 1, they can threaten Smiley if he's not careful, and they can also take the tier 2 because there's still 20 seconds on the Drake.
Tusha Barrage is starting to hurt, which, by the way, I just want to point out that Smiley as well, he was 1 Q away and 1 auto for trying to get that red buff. Both Mystic Shots missed.
Well,
and it was and sadly Kareem KT was forced to take it in front of him. He's saying just, I'm sorry, my child.
Oh man. Yeah, that is, you do hate to see that. I'm not an AD carry, so
thank God.
Yeah, I don't, it's not fun.
That's what I'm so confused about, is people who started playing League of Legends and they're like, I'm gonna play AD carry.
Okay, but that makes perfect sense, because why would, if they're starting, why would they know that's bad? That's a bad idea.
I mean, but like, I mean, they're just so much more enticing. When I started playing League of Legends, I started playing top lane right away. I started getting top, straight up. Day 2.
So?
Because it makes sense. You're just like, why would you not want to chill by yourself? Why would you want, like, other people there with you?
Okay, you gotta understand, though. When you're a new player to a MOBA, you're just thinking, like, you're not thinking about that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, that looks cool. I'm gonna play that. And AD carries, they look cool. You know what else looks cool?
What's that?
AD carries. Nah, I'm kidding. Baron.
Yeah, exactly that. Baron's fantastic. And so far, Soa's getting a kill on Kareem KT, which he stays alive for a couple of seconds inside of that slicing maelstrom. It's quite nice, but they secure the Baron on the backside, but they sacrificed 2 players.
How much is HP? I need to know.
Nice.
11.
Wow. Right there, like he said, if you sneezed on him, he's gone. Flick, just
literally blow on him.
Oh, you could. Flick a hair at him, he's gone. One of your eyelashes in the wind, dead.
Make a funny face at him.
Say his name.
Yeah, yeah, literally. He would just fall. And that's brutal, because that Baron going over to BDSA is not the nail in the coffin, but they are certainly in the process of moving GamersOrigin into the coffin.
Indeed. It's as though they are, like showing them their final resting place,
yes,
right?
They're like, hey, this looks nice, right?
Exactly.
Don't you want to lay here forever?
At the graveyard, they've already like bought the plot. They're like, you know what? Soon rather than later, this is where you'll be, and then I'll be on top of you, laughing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think they'd be more respectful than that. They would.
You think so?
I would think so.
I don't know, man. I feel like Shio does enough emote spam to at least laugh.
Who doesn't?
Most junglers need to be fair.
Everyone does. I spam emotes. You spam emotes.
I don't spam emotes. I only do it when I'm proud of myself. I try to be as neutral as possible in the game, man.
All right.
I'm a top winner. I only have so few proud moments.
No, that's true.
Yeah. On the other end, though, I'm sure Surgical Chio is very proud of all the people he's dissected today. And that's another Q that lands. And they should be able to take this top tower. Good wave clear, though, from Geo to at least substantiate all the waves that are coming at their faces. But for now, they'll just stay at a standstill as Shiko gets the mid tier 2.
And a standstill it is BDSA. They just take down all these tier 2 turrets. And the waves are honestly synced up pretty well. It isn't perfect, but right after mid, oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Immediately they get the Devour out, so that's quite nice if they want to try to initiate a team fight and a dive. They now have the option to do so. Considering the cooldown is gone, but with how far back Geo are playing, yeah, they have to do something sooner rather than later. Aggressive Vu is in trouble, slicing Maelstrom down with a stun as well. And Aggressive Vu was like, hey, maybe I can do this. X-Striker not enough. And oh, Shiko, exhausted, goes down, package out, and he's dead.
Just missed the charm, so that is a nice pick going through. You will lose out on your bottom tier 2, though. It is nice. It is nice that you at least go 1-for-1, punishing Shiko there, who went for that dive onto Smiley. So you still find yourselves very far behind if you're GamersOrigin. They still have to keep trying to force some of these plays here. And the brutal thing is, BDSA souls in a minute 30, man. This is tough scenes, as Austin would like to say, as off the back of a 3,000 gold power play. GamersOrigin have to fight for their lives, so one of the strongest souls does not go over to BDS.
Indeed, and if you are Geo right now, you have to pitter-patter and let's get at her, as Austin would say as well. True. It's like they have to make some sort of proactive play, but can they even be proactive at this point? Can they do anything besides maybe deny soul?
You can. I mean, denying soul, I think, is absolutely the best thing they could do. And if they could somehow buy themselves that kind of time, that would be incredible because, dude, Vizichachi is going to do nutty damage later. Ronaldo is basically there at 3.5 items, actually. Once Vizichachi has the Sorildas, he will also do a lot of poke. This is hard because you're so behind. This GamersOrigin, this is what I was talking about earlier, where they have to overcommit. Commit 4 people to one side lane. If Enjoy can catch somebody out, that would be great, but that's kind of the value. Because every time Enjoy gets somebody with the Solar Flare, Urdote devours them. And that's why in draft I was saying, like, this pick is great, so anti-dive, you'll love to see it.
Indeed. Because one after the next, they have all this safety to make sure that maybe plays like this don't happen. Another slicing Maelstrom and another turnaround from Aggressive Vu. They're underestimating his damage. Guys, he has 2 items. He's low-key fed.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if they went for it, like together, they might have been able to get on. They might have been able to do something.
Like, he gets 1 at least out of that for sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. But you know what? You know what else they've gotten?
What?
The soul. For free.
I don't know about free. You get a GamersOrigin get an objective bounty. They get a tier 2 turret.
True.
But it does not equate to the value of an Ocean Soul.
No.
And all the healing BDSA are gonna get from now on. I mean, you see Crown Shot has the Bloodthirster as well. And this damage is unreal. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is it's not over till the fat lady sings, but I'm
not singing
she's doing her she's doing her vocal warm ups. That's all. I'm gonna say.
She definitely is at this point. Yeah, it looks to be not all doom and gloom up in the room, but they have been suffocated instantly. But because they have no fairly odd parents to perhaps grant the wish of giving back the game.
What?
Because that's how the theme song goes, doom and gloom up in his room, suffocated instantly.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it to the tune, so
I didn't, but I was hoping you would catch on the words, but I guess next time I do.
Half of music is tone.
Okay, you're right. That's actually probably the truest thing you said today.
No, I also said you were short today.
No, you didn't. Well, now you did. Going on to the next, Smiley pops the Hex Drinker. But there we go. That's just too. It's this game is over, man.
Yeah, they're TPing in. That's over. Last game of the split. BDSA dominate GamersOrigin. As you're seeing them TP into the base, they're stopping the backs. They're saying, "Yeah, don't worry, guys. We got this one." It's not necessarily the the one-man show like Ragnar did yesterday, but it's close.
Indeed, close enough it is. And genuinely from minute one, BDSA decided that GamersOrigin were not going to get to play the game. And what has happened to Green KT so many times happens to him once more. BDSA in the most dominant